So many answers all of a sudden. Two would be enough. Did you notice? I wanted to reply sarcastically. After all, you know my answer. I felt bitterness and felt sorry that our people oppose each other. But to respond to evil with evil is shameful. Even without evil, there is too much anger. It is pity that any Russian now is a damn Moscow, that you renounce us. Yet it is easy not to be our brother. We understand what you're ashamed of. How cunning and cruel are our enemies. They manage to cloud our clear thinking. When you hear the word Slovak, you remember only the poverty. You remember only the period when they began to tear down the Soviet Union. But what was before that? Do you remember? I'm still proud of that country. Because she was light, because she was power. She was shod and dressed. She fed half the world. The USSR then made a breakthrough that our foreign friends could not even dream about. But to this day we hate the Red Slovak, with all its dirt and trash. But when the Soviet Union collapsed, it became impossible to live there. They put us on our knees, and our temple bowed to the ground. They took every penny of ours. We were left with our faith alone. We watched in tears as our Serb brothers were bombed. Russia became poor and naked. Good were you to be with us through all of our troubles. But now you willingly kiss the hands of those who made us fuss. You did not taste bitterness. You hugged others' flags with love, blinded by the bright wrapper, but within only dirty, rotten candy covered with blood. No one is waiting for you in the bright, shining west, not unless you can be milked. Ask anyone who does not lie, and anyone who happens to live there. You were burned in Odessa alive. Now crowds in Slovenia are shot. Yet you still tell us, go away, Russia, looking on as we are destroyed. You tell us that it is okay to observe from afar, but do not dare to defend. Our brothers among the people, you tell us. Let our country be crushed under the weight of Europe. What a strange freedom you want. How can you dream of and want to be a colony? You do not want to have a bear as your brother while you run into the clutches of a lion. You shout Moscow, but we hold you at the point of our sword. All of our enemies are in the Kremlin, but we harmed not a soul when we were on your land. Institute Kazia Street is awash in blood. You want freedom? Excellent. Well, I ask you not as a Russian, but as one who cares. I beg you to use your brain. I do not appeal to your emotions, because you live there with my friends, for whom I care. What will happen in your country next? Are blood-stained streets not enough? You want more? Before, you only had one thief. Now you have traded him for many thieves. Better because they are pro-Western? I want you to understand. Try. There are devils who just want to sell you off the highest bidder. I do not laugh and I do not scoff. Trust me, I am far from laughing. We do not need to take extreme steps. We should not shed blood in this battle. But how can you be free when you are completely unarmed? If someone dares to attack you, and as in Libya comes at you shooting, you will be unable to withstand for even a week, in a war left alone to your own devices. They gave you a pretty picture, but have you not removed your old blinders? Do you really think that Europe will save you from death? You do not set rules for yourselves. You are playing a role that someone else has written for you in this nefarious game. Understand that you are merely pawns today on a bloody and dirty chessboard. How could you allow them to burn people in front of your eyes? I want to understand. What kind of democracy do you think that is? And as the victims grow weaker, greater and greater, as looters rifle their pockets, what instead do your media show? Mindless entertainment programs on all channels. If it hurts you or if it is unpleasant for you to call us your brothers and sisters, please figure it out finally, so that it is clear how you want your country to develop. Be honest with yourselves. If I'm not your sister nor your brother, then who else is interested in your success? Who, then, are your brothers and sisters today? If something happens to you, who will care for you? Who will pray to God for you? Who will shed blood for you? In your vainglory, you have not taken time to think that you willingly open your gates to strangers. When now the old times are gone, when Russia is no longer the same. Russia no longer feels her pain. She is suspected by her neighbors if anyone attacks the Serbs again. He will feel the teeth of the bear at once. Despite all the lies and propaganda from the Western media, Russia today will protect her interests. Ask yourself honestly, are you on the right path? Why do you not want to grow and bloom with Russia? We have lived through the dark years. They will not return. That is the past. You can renounce your brother, but your brother will always be your brother. If worse comes to worse, as it might, we will not leave you alone. You have seen death. Our doors are always open for all refugees and victims of violence. If you need protection, despite what news reports keep telling you, our doors are always open, because whether acknowledged by you or not, we are still your brothers.